Hey guys, welcome to this episode of The Rachel Cruze Show. And I'm so excited this episode because I have a guest on with me talking about something that I am terrible at. And that is interior design and making your house just look beautiful. And people that can speak into this, I know people like me are so appreciative of. So I have Kristen McDowell on today, and we're going to talk about how to really do this well, how to create a space in your home and make it warm and make it what you want, but on a budget. So she was an interior designer. Now she has a successful YouTube channel, you guys, and she creates so much great content. And I'm so thankful that she's on. So Kristen, thanks for being here.
Thank you so much for having me.
I'm so glad. Okay, so when you do videos on YouTube, what are the ones that you see get the most views? And you're like, oh wow, I just hit a pain point that people want to know about.
Well, Ikea videos do very well. And I didn't realize that when I first started posting them. I just did it because I genuinely love wandering Ikea. I'm always looking for things on a budget, but Ikea is all over the world. Everyone's looking for accessible finds. So it seems to be the video topic that people really love. So my biggest video is an Ikea organization video. And all the other topics that fall after that are just like room makeovers on a budget and how to make your home look expensive on a budget. People love that topic as well. So it sounds like we're all searching for the same thing. And if we can do it at a reasonable price, then I think that's great.
Yeah, it's a win-win for sure. And there's other stores like Home Goods and all these other places that I know have great options. But for something like Ikea, I know it's all over the world. And it's so funny that this is it when you said that, because my husband's grandmother, she's 93. She's from Stockholm. She's from Sweden, which is where Ikea originated from. And so every year,
I need to go.
She still drives to Atlanta from Knoxville with Winston's mom and his aunt. And they do a full day of Ikea. And she's 93 and she walks the whole day. And it's like her dream. So whenever I think about Ikea, I think about Swedish Nana, is what we call her. But it's amazing because I'm like, it has everything. So when you walk into a store like that, Kristen, like for me, I can get so overwhelmed where I'm like, I don't even know where to start. I don't know what to look for. I don't know how to sift through what's too cheap and not great, or what it is perfect. Like walk me through a couple of just the tips and ideas. Like when you walk in, what are you looking for?
Firstly, like I think everyone does, I go up to the showroom and see how Ikea stylists are styling everything in rooms. And I'm always looking for pretty simple shapes and patterns. I find Ikea does really bold patterns, and those can be recognizable as an Ikea find. And I think going for simple, neutral colors when it comes to fabrics and materials is like the best bet. So I'm usually looking for that type of thing. And just unique finds. I think that Ikea does really well with small spaces and really making things that work for everybody. So I would say go simple, look for designer dupes. I think wandering high-end stores, getting ideas from them, and then taking it into Ikea and looking for that is the way to go.
Oh, that's so good. What are pieces in Ikea that you think, oh gosh, everyone should have this? It's a great thing, again, it's not gonna be overly expensive because it's Ikea, but you're like, it's worth paying the money and getting this because it helps not just maybe transform your room or your home, but it also just helps it in a function standpoint too.
So one thing I think it's actually been a very popular product because I think people really found out it's great. It's a great price. It's the Ripta curtains. I'm not going to be very good at saying these names, but they are white curtains. They're cotton, but look like linen. So they have texture to them.
Okay.
They come in, I think, 3 different lengths. So you can really go floor to ceiling with them. And they have this quality and feel to them that looks like Pottery Barn and Restoration Hardware. You get that look for less. And they come in a pack of 2. So you get a pair of curtains for $40. So one panel is $20. And that's really good. I even recommend doubling up on them so that you have more curtains on either side of your windows to really create more of a designer look.
Oh, that's so good. Because draperies, all that whole realm in your home can be so expensive.
It's expensive.
So expensive. So to find something that actually has good quality and looks good, right? I'm like, because I've had cheap stuff and it looks
Yeah.
cheap because I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing. But the ones that you're like, oh
Yeah.
no, this is inexpensive, but yet it looks like high quality is big.
It's more about what you do with the curtains. So adding curtain rings, they can be from Ikea as well. They have great black curtain rings, pleat hooks. You can hang it directly on the rod. So I think it's about how you style them and not just putting it up and hoping for the best. So
yes.
Those tricks will really take it to the next level.
Okay, so great. Okay, what else? What else that we all need?
Another basic item that I think everyone needs for their sofa, for their bedroom, are throw pillows. And IKEA has great throw pillow inserts. They have two different kinds. There's one that's cheaper and then one that's $9. I recommend the $9 one. It is feather filled. It really holds up and looks like that taut filled pillow, something that just looks really substantial and doesn't lay limp. That would be a great buy. $9, and you can put whatever type of pillow cover on top of it that maybe is more high end or more luxurious looking, but you could go more affordable for the inner cushion.
Okay, that's so good. Because even the structure of something like that can really make something feel different, right?
Yeah.
I mean, so that inner fill
Yes.
is huge. So one of the things I always hate thinking about, what if something happens to me? What if something happens to my husband, Winston? What's gonna happen to the family? There is a great solution, you guys, that really takes that part of worrying and stress and the not good feeling, kind of puts it at ease. And that is term life insurance. And Winston and I personally use Xander Insurance. And they're the best. They make the whole process, you guys, so easy. You give them your information and they go and they shop the top-rated companies for the best policy for you and your family's needs. So no one should go without term life insurance. So go check out Xander Insurance. Just go to xander.com to make sure that your family's future is taken care of.
Another one is the Riba Black frame for your wall art. It's not a plastic frame, it's black. It looks like every other designer frame that you'd pay more for, but it's $25. It comes in different sizes. It even comes with the mat inside. So you can make your art look more elevated with a white mat surrounding it.
Yes.
It's lightweight. It's not hard to hang. So I think it's my go-to frame for pretty much all over my home. It comes in black and white, and I think it's the go-to picture frame at IKEA.
Okay, that's so good. Again, because for me, like wall spaces, like give me a blank wall and I freeze. I'm like paralyzed. I'm like, I don't know how to do this well.
Yeah.
When you're hanging stuff like that, yeah, the substantial frame, it does. Because I got some of our kids' baby pictures and stuff framed, and I'm like, it just looks so different when something is just well done like that. And so when you can find an option,
Yeah.
like you're saying with IKEA, it makes something just feel warm, the whole space.
Yes.
That's so awesome.
And these products, like, they are popular there. So if you see them, I would say pick them up while you're there. You're not always at IKEA. So grab them while they last, I would say.
Yes, no, that's so good. Okay, I saw you have wine glasses on your list too. So IKEA wine glasses, you love them?
I love them. And I love them just because of the shape of these wine glasses. I think they're called the Dire Grip wine glass. They're a little bit newer as of probably last year, but every time I have guests over, they love the wine glasses and are always like, where are these from? And as soon as I say they're from IKEA, they're like, I'm going to get those. So
Yes.
They're affordable, they're chic, they're a little bit more elevated than your typical round shape. And I think, why not? If you do a lot of hosting, I think it'd be nice.
Yeah, for sure. Do you know how much they are off the top of your head?
They are $9.99.
Okay, yeah. So affordable for sure. Okay, a good wine glass. Okay, and then I saw you had a day bed.
Yes, I have two bed options that are so great for space saving. I think they're affordable for what they really are. So the day bed option is the Hems day bed. It is $647, which, yes, that's a higher price when it comes to this list of affordable things.
Yeah.
But you get pretty much a sofa, a single bed, and a double bed plus storage in this one piece. It looks cute. I think it's perfect if you are trying to do an home office guest room situation where you need a 2-in-1 purpose. And it comes with the mattresses. So it's like you're literally getting everything all in one.
Yes. Oh, that's huge.
under $700. I think
Yes.
that's really, really good.
Yeah. And that's something like for me, I probably would just walk past, or I wouldn't even, think about, oh gosh, in IKEA, like I don't know if that's good quality or not, because it's more of a substantial, piece of furniture. So I'd love to know that. I also saw on your list a shoe organizer, which we all probably need, let's be honest.
Yes, I use this shoe organizer all over my home. It is $3.49. You can't beat that. This allows you to take advantage of that vertical space that is in any shelving or closet around your home. We have them in our front entryway inside of a cabinet. So this allows you to put one shoe underneath and one shoe on top to really take that vertical space, but they're not touching each other. They're not getting messy. This shoe organizer, it's also adjustable. So you can adjust the height of it based on if you're putting running shoes, if you're putting sandals or heels. The adjustability is really nice. So I think they've upgraded that piece so that you have options there. But I can double, sometimes triple the amount of storage space in a small cabinet using these. So I think it's great.
So easy. Oh, I love all of those though, because they're so functional and you're going to use that stuff, And again, you could spend 10x that at other places. But stores like IKEA are so affordable. Okay, so I want to know from you, Kristen, like just from the interior design perspective, like what are things right now in 2023 that you see that you're like, oh yes, like that is on trend and might be out of style in 5 years? And then what are the things that you're like classic always? Like do like a kitchen for an example. Like when you walk into a kitchen, what are things that you're like super cool and on trend, but probably will cycle out? And then what are the things in the kitchen that you see, oh yes, if you do this, it's more of a timeless look?
Okay, so I'm going to pick living room because I find kitchens are a lot more permanent decisions. You kind of have to be, unless you're really into design. Living room design, if you are shopping anywhere, it doesn't matter if it's IKEA or not. When you're buying those substantial pieces for your home, your sectional, your sofa, your lounge chairs, make sure those are a little bit more neutral in their style, meaning their arm style, their overall design really, and their fabric choice. So I like to go more neutral with those pieces, either picking grays, leather, white, linen, and then style around those pieces with more trendy items like pillows, rugs, art, things that can be changed out, even light fixtures, because all of those things are easier to get rid of and they are more affordable to change than buying your huge piece of furniture all over again. So I think the timeless route is better when it comes to these large items. So it might be considered a little bit safe and you're not getting a green sofa for your living room because it's cool and trendy, but you might not like that 2 or 3 years from now. And I think it's easier to swap out the smaller items.
Okay, that's good. Okay, what's one trend you're seeing right now that you're like, I love that, but it's going to be out, you guys. It's going to be out.
Oh, okay. This is going to be one kitchen thing.
Okay.
I love it. It's really high contrast veining when it comes to any kind of stone for your countertop and backsplash. And slab splashes are becoming a big thing now. So instead of choosing a subway tile, anything like that, you run your countertop right up onto the wall.
Yep.
I think it's timeless, but I think, as the years go on, people are going to go, oh no, I want to go back to tiling my backsplash again. And you've just put all this expensive material up on your wall. But I think if you really love it, you will love it for years. So when it comes to design, I think really make the decision for yourself. You can know what is trending and what's going to be out of style. But if you genuinely love it, it's going to stay in style in your head and in your home. So
yes, I love that.
Yeah, that design trend is something I love the look of. It looks super high end, but I am a little nervous that it might
see it kind of swing,
go to style.
That's a good one because I do see that like on Instagram and stuff. I see people doing their kitchens and I see that exact look. Well, I love this stuff, Kristen, and I love, again, we're not against nice stuff. So if you all can afford the bougie-ness of life, go for it. But the realistic, part of life of like, okay, we all have limits and boundaries and we don't have $1 bazillion to go spend and create a space, but you still want to love your home and do it well. And so I love your message and the fact that you give so many helpful tips. And even for me, you know, I talk about this a lot on my show as an example, but we built a house in 2019 and moved in, and we did buy some new stuff. And I remember talking to the girl that was helping me, and I was like, I cannot have an X dollar amount of couch. Like, I can't spend this much. Even if it's in my budget, I can't do it because I'm like, my babies are going to be, their diapers are going to be changed on there. There's going to be milk that's going to be carried in. There's going to be cereal. Like, I just know the life we live. And if I have very expensive pieces, I find myself, I'm like walking on eggshells, you know, freaking out on everything. And I'm like, I don't want to live my life like that. I just want to enjoy my life and take care of our stuff. But
I
also,
totally agree.
It's just like this thing that if we invest so much money into actual things, we tend to protect them so much. And I think it can almost to a point, depending on what season of life you're in, can like decrease your level of enjoyment.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, I think if anyone's looking for anything for around their home, take it slow when you're looking for items. Because if you make rush decisions, you could probably spend more than you need. So I like to go into multiple different stores, compare prices, compare the feeling of everything, and then you can make the right decision for yourself. So that's how I can find these designer lookalikes, because you just have to explore more stores, then hone in on that style.
I love it. So great. Kristen, thank you so much for being on today. Where can everyone find you?
Thank you so much. Everywhere is at Kristen McGowan, my name.
Perfect. Awesome. Well, you guys make sure to check her out. Again, having people that are experts in spaces that we are not good at, myself included, Kristen helps navigate the world. So make sure to check out everything that she's doing. And for all of you, remember to take control of your money and create a life you love.